Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Walker Productions. This is the promised Meet Mutaro video that will introduce you to one of my fan characters, Mutaro. She is a dark-skinned female from planet Vegeta from thousands and thousands of years ago, as you will see here. This is an ongoing series. If you like it, I will continue. I think I currently have about 2 parts done. Let me check. Yeah, 2 parts. Yeah, part 3 was gonna be done, but then I got sick and I started writing Dragon Ball Z End of Days, which is what is coming after this. But just to set the stage and everything. Yeah, we're gonna be going over Meet Mutaro. Remember, this is all funded by me. The images I am using is starkly similar, but I didn't know it existed until after I wrote this. But anyways, I'll I can't wait for y'all to see this. And viewer discretion is advised. I do go into serious topics on this, I think. Anyway, let's continue. The origin for a Saiyan is never a straightforward one. Most all escape planet Vegeta were off-world at the time. Let's backtrack a little. A couple hundred to 1,000 years. A little. We see a Saiyan, dark-skinned, mohawk-having woman with their friends and Saiyan mates, Bean, Kakarot, and Yamoshi. They are outcasts of the Saiyan race due to most of them being or half-breeds. Mutaro is colored, Bean and Carrot are half-breeds of a Saiyan and another race altogether. Yamoshi is the only surviving pure blood with them. Not to mention Bean is heavy set. This will be important later. Eventually, the Saiyan that would be considered elites at the time find a ragtag group of the Saiyans, and eventually they all get into the kaiju battle due to the great ape transformation until one of the Saiyans, Yamoshi, is taken by a beam of light. This beam of light is accompanied by an angel and a god of sorts named Zarama. Zarama infects Yamoshi with a virus called God Key. As Zarama and the angel then leave the battle back to their own realm of existence, we then see Yamoshi land back down as everyone questions what's going on, as Yamoshi is saved by Mutaro and blasts the ground, managing to get them to escape from the elites. But as they escape with Mutaro carrying Yamoshi, she begins to feel weak and gets captured by the Saiyans' elite guard. And another fight breaks out. Yamoshi then fighting off the elite guard, and eventually he spares the two of them, which persuades the two to get on his side and help them escape. So Mutaro and Yamoshi escape with their new allies, Stro and Joe, tagging along. So basically, Yamoshi had helped them escape, like being killed or captured or turned into slaves, and they were hiding out, and then the Saiyans found them, some of the elite, and then a fight broke out. Sarama showed up, and then everything like that, and basically they managed to escape, and they spared 2 guards, and so they're on their team. Oh, let me find my place again. Tagging along, they eventually dump classified information to the team, which reveals that the Saiyans' empire is nearly complete. They have enslaved a few races to start the rebuilding process, and have captured most every colored Saiyan on the planet, and the rest of the Saiyans who are, as he glances at being unfit to fight, are gorged and eaten by the Saiyans, or beast-like, or beast-a-like. Emperor Vegeta's great grandpa, is the one leading the charge due to his immense power. Yamoshi realizes how bad it's gotten and gives us a real glimpse into the harshities of Planet Vegeta. Mutaro then asks what they are going to do. Yamoshi doesn't know and tells them to get some sleep shortly before he himself walks off to Mutaro herself alone. Yamoshi is desperate and Mutaro is wanting children, but Yamoshi is hesitant due to not wanting to bring a young child into such a cruel and unjust world. Mutaro then motions that they could do the failsafe option and give it their last shot. There's no point in surviving if they're not living. Yamoshi says he'll have to talk about it with the group. Mutaro says, why can't they just go? They just want to win once and get it all. They just have to win once. However, Yamoshi is unsafe about it. Feels unsafe about it. Leaving the leaving for the crew the next day, what happened with the abduction back there, Yamoshi reveals that a being who looks like a being of pure light and dragons pulled him up with a blue-haired man burning his chest with fire, calling it God Key. Then he left. No further explanation. The team is obviously confused and befuddled as if they are gonna do the failsafe. The failsafe is only pure bloods have the ability to initiate something called the Empire's Challenge, which is a challenge that allows one Saiyan to challenge the current Emperor for power. However, the challenge has only been used a handful of times, and almost all who challenge the at the time Emperor have lost. Yamoshi is hesitant as he does not believe he has the power to overthrow the Emperor. It would just be a waste. However, Mutaro and the rest tell him that it's not a waste to fight for a just cause and give people a chance to see and hear what they've done to their people. So Yamoshi agrees, with Mutaro and everyone else backing him. So they then, in a bright flash of light, and engulfs them all, emanating from Yamoshi, as we transition to Yamoshi storming into the village, demanding to fight the Emperor on the Empire's challenge. Emperor Vegeta at the time is pleased at the challenge, and by Saiyan law he can't refuse. So Emperor Vegeta and Yamoshi square up into battle. They all dash around the Saiyan city and even into the sky, clashing and hitting the furiously at each other, with Emperor Vegeta commenting that no Saiyan has ever been able to square up to him before. What makes him so different? Yamoshi then says he has friends and kicks the Emperor Vegeta to the ground, scraping the ground to catch himself until Yamoshi spin punches Emperor Vegeta in the face, sending him flying. This is when we see Yamoshi's eyes and hair turn blood red, as Yamoshi then beats Emperor Vegeta around the city until they go full power and race across the world, fighting and clashing for all the world to see, as even the slaves go on and cheer as the Saiyans do as well. Eventually, Emperor Vegeta turns into a great ape and tries to attack Yamoshi. However, Yamoshi dodges every attack and beats down on the great Emperor Vegeta, even in his great ape form, as Yamoshi then powers up, crying out that he is the Saiyan who will be a legend, the true founder of the race, the legendary Super Saiyan as Yamoshi is stopped and shot down by another Saiyan, who have either transformed into great apes or stayed in their base forms to keep firing on Yamoshi, which doesn't affect the Saiyan much, but he is down and worried of losing the Super Saiyan God form. Mutaro was worried that her love will die and she won't be able to save him due to her being of color. Mutaro cries out for Yamoshi to survive, which gets the attention of the elite guard to their point, causing her to have to run, to which Yamoshi then continues fighting and killing Saiyans left and right, despite not wanting to, telling them that this is a fight between him and the Emperor Vegeta, to which the people respond it doesn't say anything about interfering, just as long as one of them deals the final blow to each other. Yamoshi then shouts in the middle of the city for everyone to hear, this is what's wrong with this town. So much corruption, so much hate for races who aren't perfectly their own. What's stopping someone who has the power from hating our race because it looks or because of its looks or powers or color and conquer it? You'd all be nothing but step stools. However, the corrupt Saiyans don't heed his cries. Yamoshi then realized Mutaro was under attack as the races sought to defend her, to which he makes it there and defeats the two guards, to which Mutaro embraces him, and they're met by a dozen energy blasts from the Saiyans and Emperor Vegeta, as they all blast and attack the sides, with Emperor Vegeta using a giant yellow ball beaming with purple energy and throws at Yamoshi, who is struggling to hold back the blast because of the Super Saiyan God is seemingly leaving him. Yamoshi then stops fighting the blast and turns around and looks at Mutaro with a smile. He then says, I've always loved your beautiful blue eyes, as Yamoshi then uses his godly powers to transfer them to Mutaro, as she is then vanished away from all the Saiyans because Yamoshi is using his powers. As Mutaro screams and begs not to lose her love in the state of sadness, she's dragged away and accidentally goes Super Saiyan, but with red eyes, as she's carried down below and she wouldn't be awoken for a very long time until the day Planet Vegeta ended. Throughout the thousands of years, Yamoshi's power protected Mutaro as she was put into a catatonic or frozen state for thousands of years until Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta. She now floats throughout space until she crashes on an alien world. Okay, now to explain some things here. Uh, I chose a couple things. I chose three things. Um, I chose to make this darker because the Saiyans were a barbaric race, so it makes sense that they would either be racist or cannibalistic or just really dark, because they were just look. As long as the king was in charge, they could do whatever they want. But when Frieza got into control, it was a little more organized. They couldn't do certain things. Da 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 da. Whatever. Okay, now we go to what happened at the end. What happened was Yamoshi didn't turn her Super Saiyan God. He used the fire of Super Saiyan God to protect her and like freeze her over. It's like the mammoth being frozen in ice. It would still exist for thousands of years, maybe millions. Well, when Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta and left, Mutaro fell to another world. It's not Vampa, don't worry. Anyway, I think it's a place called Daxam. I made it. I don't know. But then we go to and then we go to the Zarama thing. Zarama is the creator of the Super Dragon Balls in the Dragon Ball Super show, and he is supposedly the most powerful being ever. So it would only make sense that we have him be the one who created God Key. You'll learn more about him later. But basically, if you want a summary of this episode, basically, Planet Vegeta is divided by race and structure and purebloods and everything like that. There's cannibalism, racism, and imperialism. Eventually, Yamoshi, a noble pureblood Saiyan, protects his love, Mutaro, and their friends, and eventually is able to persuade two elite guards extra to join them. And they eventually all go off. They dump some information. Zarama captures Yamoshi and gives him a gift of God Key, and then they come back, and Yamoshi is then gifted the powers of all his friends into himself, along with Super Saiyan God, to fight basically the entire Saiyan race. And eventually, the story concludes with Yamoshi protecting at least Mutaro, but his fate is still unknown. And since it's thousands of years ago, he is he's most likely dead. Even if the Saiyans didn't kill him, he's dead. And so is everyone else. And basically, this is like the first part to the origin of Mutaro. You're gonna love what happens next. Anyways, guys, I'm Walker Productions. This is Walker Productions. My name is Michael Lance. Today, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy. I have another video coming out tomorrow or day after this. Is Dragon Ball Z End of Days Part 2. I really hope you like it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. And please do like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy. And drop a comment down below if you have an opinion to share. And I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day. Peace.